Hi friends, it's Daira. Welcome back to my channel. So I have another color video for you. So my client originally got this color done a while back from someone else, and she feels as though it's too light for her now, so she wants to bring the color down. However, she also wants to touch up her roots, because as you can see, the color has grown in quite a bit, and she also wants to get layers done. So I'm going to cut the layers in first so that I know where to place her color when it's time for me to redo her roots. And I am doing pivot points, way of doing the layers, where you decide where you want your shortest layer, and then you over direct the hair forward, parallel to the parting, so that you can get uniform layers on both sides. So basically I'm doing a diagonal parting. I'm taking it forward, over directing it, because what that does is make sure that you are not cutting length off. So I'm not taking any of her length off. I'm just going to cut in the middle of her hair so that I can create those layers that she wants. So as you can see, I'm bringing everything forward parallel to her parting, and then I am snipping. So the bulk of the length will be taken off in the front. So by the time I bring all her hair from the back forward, there'll be almost nothing left to cut, because like I said, I'm not taking any length off the bottom, just off the layers. And prior to starting the diagonal parting and bringing the hair forward, I did part the hair in half. So once I'm done on this side, I will use a guide from the front and do the same exact thing to the other side. If you guys want a more detailed and in-depth tutorial of how to do this cut, you can comment down below and I will make that happen for you. So yeah, so once I am done doing her cut, then I go on to her color. So like I said, she wanted to tone down the color that she has. So what I did to redo her roots was to use the color that she wanted in order to touch it up. So basically I didn't lighten her hair at all using lightener. I just used the color that she wanted, which was a level 6, and then I did use a higher developer. I did use a 40 to bring up the color to the to the level 6, and then I did the same thing to the back. I am doing a money piece in the front because she wanted some color to frame her face. So I'm just basically doing that with the color instead of using lightener. When I'm deciding what to do to my clients' hair, as far as what techniques and stuff to use to give them their desired look, I always refer back to the consultation. There's some questions that we ask that might not seem important at the time, but they are very important to make sure that you get what you want and also maintain the integrity of your hair. Some of the questions, for instance, are like in this case, how you see here, I am leaving some hair out in the front. I didn't want to put color dead smack in the front because she pushes her hair back into a ponytail, and I asked her, does she put her hair back in a ponytail, and of course she says yes, most of us do. And I asked her what she would like to see when she pushes her hair back into a ponytail. Does she want to see brightness, or does she want to see her natural color? And that makes a difference because your eyebrows are dark if your hair is dark, And if you have brightness right smack in the front, it's going to be very noticeable. So it being noticeable is not a bad thing, but it depends on what the person wants to see. Another question that might seem silly but makes a lot of sense is if you're a nurse, or if you work out, when you put your hair up, do you wear a headband? And I say a nurse because the pandemic really brought on a new issue for some of my nurses. They had to constantly wear the gear, so they had to have their hair covered, and there was gear around their forehead. So what started happening was a lot of my girls were losing their hair around the edges and the perimeter of their head from the constant pressure, and I'm assuming just sweating and constantly having equipment on those spots. So the hair started thinning. And if you're getting color and you're in a situation like that where your hair is already having to deal with the thinning because you're wearing headbands or you're wearing equipment and you're sweating, there's just no point in making the situation worse by applying color to those areas. Color can be done in a very healthy way, and you can have nice, beautiful, full hair with color, but it is high maintenance and you have to take care of it, because it does, even if it's done healthy, it's still breaking down your hair in a way that it would if you did nothing to your hair. So because of that, it is higher maintenance. You have to take care of it, and you don't want to apply color to your hair if you're not going to be able to care for it the way that you should. So there's just many different things to think about when you're getting color. So that's why consultations are important. Sometimes clients don't want to do consultations. They just want to come in and say, well, just color my hair. But, it takes a lot into it. As a stylist, we know we're responsible for your hair during your time in the chair. But we also want to make sure that your hair will remain healthy when you go home and you don't run into any situations with your hair care that could have been avoided by just asking questions and making sure that things are done according to your lifestyle. So after I was done applying all the foils with the color where I wanted them, I did, after I processed, I did take her to the shampoo bowl and I shampooed her hair. And then to tone, I toned it with a color that was slightly lighter than the color that we applied to her hair. And the reason that I did that is because we still wanted a sort of ombre effect, meaning that the color went from darker to lighter. And of course, with every color, I also do some sort of treatment, whether it be a protein treatment, Olaplex, K18. I always make sure that I do what the hair calls for to get the hair back to a healthy state. And then I'm going to blow dry her and give her some curls. And of course, I used my Love and Health Protect Me Serum to protect her hair from the heat. I know you guys probably tired of hearing me say that, but it is what I use, what I love to use, not only because it's a product from my line, but because I always like to make sure that I take care of my clients' hair. That is number one for me. So yes, I'm just gonna go through and blow dry and curl it, and then you'll get to see how beautiful the curls look with the new layering that we applied to her, well, cut into her hair. So as you just saw, I am curling her hair with my FHI, and this is the one that I love using after color because it's not super hot. So I'm just going through curling it, and then I'm just gonna put my finishing touches. I'm using my Seal the Deal shine spray to make sure it stays looking nice and moisturized. I am using a little bit of the Sebastian hairspray because it is a flexible hairspray and she was going out, and some of my edge control. And this is her before. As you can see, she was much lighter and her roots had grown in quite a bit. And this is the after. Her color is toned down and it is brought back up with the pieces that I added up. And as you can see, it still has the ombre balayage effect, and her curls are pretty. Her hair is nice, healthy, and shiny, so she's ready to go. If you guys have any questions, please make sure to leave them down below. Please like this video if you enjoyed what you saw, so that YouTube can show other people. I will greatly appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram, 7Zen Hair. Everything that I use will be down in the description box in case you guys want to purchase any items off the Amazon store or my official website. Thank you so very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video.